We consecrate this ground, this world of light. We curse the abominations of darkness.
Isn't that kind of insulting?
I guess it's supposed to be.
There is a passageway to the most evil place you can imagine.
We accidentally summoned demons who used to rule the universe to come and take over the world.
A gate behind which the demons wait.
You mean you guys were serious about that demon stuff?
They have opened the gate.
Demons aren't gonna ring the doorbell.
Pray it's not too late.
You've been
Welcome to Midnight Cinema, your deep dive into cult classics, horror and sci-fi, weird movies. I am Art Hennessy in San Diego, California.
And I am from the gates of hell, and I've got nothing, Art, on this. I was like, who could I possibly do? And I got nothing, so I'm going with this. I am a minion from the gates of hell, perhaps.
I would love to interview the minion from the gates of hell later when we get to it. So.
Hey. No, I'm also Erik Rodenheiser in the gates of hell, which is Salem, Massachusetts, home of the gates of hell.
Yes. Erik, this week we are talking about The Gate, a 1987 movie directed by Tibor Takas, starring Stephen Dorff, Louis Tripp, Krista Denton, with music by Sacrifyx.
By who?
Sacrifyx.
Sacrifyx from the gates of hell. Mama. Can we just say that again? Stephen Dorff.
Stephen Dorff.
Stephen Dorff, who is the star, the vampire, one of the vampires in Blade. He's the rebellious young vampire. And I couldn't help not seeing him as the vampire in this, because there's one moment in this movie where I'm like, oh my God, he still makes that face. Stephen Dorff, he goes with his tongue like, ugh. He still does it. Stephen Dorff.
Yes, he's the star of this movie. He's the lead as a young kid.
Yeah, are there the other characters? Did they go anywhere?
Not really. Not as much. Stephen Dorff, I would say, definitely had the longest career. The director, Tibor Takas, had a long storied career after this.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What, Terminator 3? What was the...
Erik,
Art,
you're not into Mansquito? And...
Oh, I'm sorry. Mansquito?
Yes. Yeah.
Shoot, why isn't this on our list?
Yeah. Sounds like it should be on our list, though, I have to say. Right. And
Jaguar woman.
But he did a lot of sci-fi network movies, those types of things later on. And now he does what he's graduated into are Christmas movies. He's like the Hallmark type movies. He directs a lot of those now. And I will say, Erik, doing a little research on this, I was trying to find out how you pronounce his name, actually. So I was just trying to find videos that might say his name. And what I realized is, believe it or not, Erik, in the past couple of years, this movie, The Gate, has had such a resurgence that he's basically on every podcast that talks about it.
You're
bet,
kidding.
Erik, I bet you and I could have had Tibor Takas on here to talk to, because I found him on a ton of podcasts like you and I do.
Talking about The Gate?
They interview him about The Gate, and he seems, I will say this, Erik, seems like a lovely man, very nice, and and he's really good talking about this movie. So,
wow,
yeah,
we'll just have to do this again. We can insert him. Let's get him from other podcasts. We'll just put it in.
He seems really up for talking about the movie.
And I guess we are too, because I picked it.
Yes, you did.
Yep.
And so let me ask you, Erik, this movie, 1987, this movie. So why'd you pick it? I remember seeing it around the time that it came out too. I haven't really revisited it, but I was aware that it's kind of regained a sort of cult status. So what's your history? Why would you want to talk about this?
Well, I picked it because I was in a store and I saw mushrooms and I was like, well, you know what? I've never done it before. So I took them home, and while I was hallucinating, I thought, oh, The Gate, let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know the real reason?
Yeah, what's the real reason?
I saw it on YouTube somewhere, and they were showing a scene, and I saw that scene, and I went, wait a minute, maybe this movie is fantastic. And I just remember being completely uninterested in watching it before. So that scene brought me back to the gate.
I'll
And
bet I
if
know which
had
scene. We'll
had
get
a
to it.
lock, If I had
yeah.
a lock, I would have put the lock on the gate and gave the key to my dog. No, I would buy a dog because I don't have one. I would have given the key to my dog to swallow and then let it escape into the world.
Yeah. Well, there's a dog in this movie that we're going to talk a lot about.
Yeah. So I'm sorry if I'm sound.
No.
It's going to be fun to talk about, that's for sure.
This is an interesting movie to talk about. Erik, 1987, this is the 80s. This movie is clearly following a lot of movies. You see a lot of it, the DNA from other movies in here, everything, right? You're going to see Poltergeist in here. You're going to see other sort of demon movies, everything from the Ghoulies to like Gremlins. But it's coming 1987. I was surprised, Erik. This movie, it made money. It totally made money. All right, here we go. It opened May 1987. This was the opening weekend. The Gate came in second at the box office, making $4 million.
What came in number one?
You're never gonna guess.
No, I'm not. I don't want to.
It's
Toxic Avenger.
This
The Toxic
movie
Avenger.
This movie that came in first is a classic Hollywood bomb. Two huge actors in it. Big sprawling in the desert.
Wait. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's so we're just talking about that guy. Wait. No. Not Avatar. So something Tar. Ishtar.
Yes! You nailed it. Ishtar. Ishtar number one, squeaking out, Erik. Squeaking out the gate by a mere $100,000.
So just so we're clear then, Art,
yes.
a major box office bomb
Yes.
was number one.
Yes.
So number two was The Gate.
Gate.
Okay, it wasn't like, Return of the Jedi, number one.
No.
Number two.
Erik, the next weekend, Beverly Hills Cop 2 opened, and The Gate was obliterated.
Yes, because it wasn't PG-13. Yep.
And just as a hint, Erik, like you were like, okay, why is this doing so well at the box office? Here's the other. Let's round out the weekend if you wanted to go to the movies that weekend.
Okay.
You had Ishtar. You got The Gate. You got The Secret of My Success with Michael J. Fox.
Oh,
want to see that? That's not,
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Blind Date.
Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
Blind Date?
Lethal Weapon is out, though. Lethal Weapon is number 5, but that's been out for a while. You probably have already seen Lethal Weapon by this time. Number 6, though, in its third week out, Creepshow 2 is out in the theater. So
Creepshow 2.
You and I going to the movies on this weekend, we would probably already seen Creepshow 2 at this point. 3 weeks out.
Don't know, Art, if I saw The Gate.
Mm-hmm.
And just because I love the cause trouble right away, or as you might pronounce it, because you look it up, the Gate. El Gate.
Yeah.
Le Gat. I don't think I saw it in the theaters. I think I saw it on television, and I was so excited. I believe that I saw the whole thing, and I thought, I'll never see this again. Here I am.
Well, I think let's just lay it out, Erik. This is, you mentioned PG-13.
Oh, yeah.
This is a weird one in that this is a kids movie. This is created as a kids movie, I think. Baby's first horror movie is the way I would
Baby's first horror movie, yes.
Right, Erik?
I can't just keep bashing it already. Yes, right. You're right. It's a movie for kids. And I mentioned to my daughter, I said, this would probably have scared you when you were 7.
Yeah.
Would be my
really
guess.
Young, though. Because I'm 13 years old, people like you and I are already trying to sneak watch like Friday the 13th and like
Dawn of the Dead.
It's Suspiria. Things like that.
Yeah, this is
right. So
I think you nailed it, Art. It's a Hallmark. The director, you could actually see this as a Hallmark movie.
Yes.
Hallmark movie of the week. The Gate, A Christmas Story.
So if we look at that template, when you and I talked about Suspiria, and the idea of a kids in a horror movie, but they couldn't do it, so they aged everybody up. This is the idea of can we have it be a kids movie more than Poltergeist was? You see, Poltergeist was a little hardcore, but that's the way I was starting to view this movie as it was going on. I'm like, okay, I see what they're trying to do here.
They succeeded.
Yeah. So, Eric, let's get into it.
Ooh.
This movie, The Gate.
Yay.
Okay.
So exciting. It's okay. I just want to say, when you watch the credits, you're thinking, oh, scary movie. It's just black with red. So I'm like, oh, great. This is going to be scary.
And the score is a little,
yes,
a little John Carpenter-y, a little, I looked it up. The person writing the score, Eric, did a little stint with Tangerine Dream. So there's a little bit of that in there, because I was like, oh, this score's a little cool at the beginning. I'm with you. And we open up and we meet Glenn. Little Stephen Dorff is riding his bicycle home.
Little youth vampire, Stephen Dorff.
He's Glenn, and he's got a great era. He's got that jacket that you have when you're younger with all the it's like seals, patches all over it of stuff.
Nassau or something. Yep. Nice jacket.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's driving through suburban neighbors just like you'd see in E.T. or Poltergeist. That's the first thing I clocked when I'm watching it. Yeah.
Yep.
So he comes home, getting off his bicycle, going in the house.
Yep.
Things aren't exactly right.
There's nobody home, Art. Nobody home. Creepy.
Going through the whole house.
Yeah, going through the whole house with 1,000 plants. Somebody is watering these plants. Somebody loves plants. But yeah, a lot of plants. He goes outside, and I don't remember anything about this movie, so just watching it, I was like, why is it dark all of a sudden? You know what I mean?
It's a weird light, but you see the door opens up when he's going outside, and it reminds you of the shot from Close Encounters of the kid opening up the door, and the sort of reddish sky.
Yep.
It's definitely a tribute to that.
Yep. Just as good.
Well, the filmmaking is pretty good here. I like the camera work and the colors. Like you're saying, you're starting to notice everything's like these weird sort of colors as he's walking through the house. He goes outside, and pretty good treehouse in his backyard, I have to say.
Really?
For a creepy treehouse. Yeah. I don't know. It's not, I don't mean a good, well-constructed treehouse.
You don't have kids. I have kids, and I thought they will die. They will die if they go up that treehouse.
And it's got like a tarp hanging off it, blowing in the wind. It looks like it's been abandoned for like 40 years.
Yep.
Up there.
Yep.
So he of course climbs up because he's hearing a voice that's going like, right? It's like a I don't know. It's this weird sound.
Well, if you're replicating it, then yes. Sounds like a goat that's got troubles.
So he
but he goes up there. There's it's nobody up there.
Yeah, except a doll, creepy doll. Not even creepy. It's kind of just old. It looks like a doll.
Yeah, and a lamp. There's a lantern. Also, fire hazard. Thank you, Sterno. Fire hazard. The parents suck right now, is what I'm thinking. Deadbeat parents. Oh, let the kid have some fire.
Not going to be up there for too long because storm's coming in. Lightning hits the tree, and I think it looked like they really maybe it was a miniature. I don't know, but it looks like they really collapsed this tree in this treehouse. It was pretty good, I have to say. It comes crashing down.
Splits and falls fire. It was good fire effect, so kudos to the fire effect.
But they commit the sin here, Eric. We're sort of catching on already, but this is he wakes up.
It's a dream. Yep.
All a dream.
I was watching it going, wait, is this a dream? Oh, it's a dream.
But we find the tree is actually gone in the backyard. There are workers taking away an old tree, and they rip the stump up, and that's in his backyard.
As my father-in-law from Switzerland would say, it's a big stump. It's a big stump with roots.
It is. Yeah. Like they ripped that. Yep. That wouldn't be easy to take out. I'm sure there's a bunch of workers there.
And you're introduced to the dog, the family dog.
Yes, Angus.
Angus, the shaggy DA.
Yeah, I like Angus in the movie. Angus is
horror fans. Angus, Angus Scrim, Phantasm. Boy, come on, that's what they did. Dog's name is Angus after Phantasm, 100%.
Angus, yeah, he's a shaggy dog, kind of chill. I have to say, Angus is really chill.
You know, it's this point when they're doing stuff. There's no music. And I quite enjoy when a movie says, no, we're not going to do any music. You don't need music every single moment. Like a Hallmark movie, Art. Every single moment, there's freaking music. But no music here. And I think this is where the construction guys, something falls out of the tree. And I was like, what happened? Did the tree just poop? What was that?
It's spherical. It's almost like a perfect sphere. It falls out of the stump.
Yes. And I could be wrong, Art, but this is the decade of using this particular prop for any movie that you possibly can. And there was a movie called Attack of the Giant Spiders or something. We're not going to ever do it. And they used that same rock that fell from the sky and spiders came out. The geode or whatever it is.
Yeah, they call it's a geode because it cracks open and it's got all the like quartzy, shiny stuff on the inside of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we meet Terry.
Terry's his friend. No, Terry.
Does Terry remind you of Dream Warriors? I am the warlock, or whatever it is. He looks just like that kid.
And no, it's funny. Same year, Eric, right? This was same. I think I was looking through the box office. Yeah. I think Dream Warriors was literally this summer. I think it came out during this summer. So we would have had the same character sort of populating these movies.
I'm not sure. I don't know what they're trying to do here, Art, because the guy, Terry, he's got the cut off sleeves.
Yep.
So you think of Terminator 2, all that 80s.
Yeah, with his muscles, Eric.
Yeah,
with Terry's muscles.
But then they're like, nope, he's going to be a bookworm. But nope, he's going to have a mom who died. So he's all forlorn. But he's not really. Like, they didn't give this kid any direction.
And right away, I think he's doing a good job, though. I have to say, he's not a bad actor. This kid.
No, it's just nothing going on there. Really.
But here's my issue right away. What's happening, though, Eric? I'm thinking that when you make a movie, there's an old adage, you always make it about the most interesting character, right? That's who you make the movie about. And I'm kind of more interested in Terry than I am in our hero, Glenn.
Yeah.
They're giving Terry more interesting things. Like he said, his mom died. He seems to have like death metal bands on the back of his thing. It's sort of bedazzled, his denim thing too. It's like,
hey, don't knock that, Art. I had some bedazzling. Okay.
That's
in the
all
80s.
right.
Denim jacket.
You could wear it now
full
too.
Denim outfit, FYI, that I bleached. You're laughing.
Did you really? Full denim?
Jacket and pants.
Ooh,
and I
Canadian tuxedo. That's what they call it, right?
I bleached them both with bleach and I looked really cool. So
Canadian tuxedo. This is a Canadian movie. So there you go.
There you go.
So Glenn, it's not like Glenn has moved to a new town or he's going to a new school or so we're introduced to Glenn, but there's not to me, there's not enough here.
I think this is where Glenn says, I found this cool thing. And Terry's like, let's go and see if we can dig up some more.
Yeah.
And they're calling it apparently it's called a thunder egg. Thunder egg is apparently a term for this type of
geode.
Thunder egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That's what he said. It's like, it's a thunder egg. I'm like, great. Mm-hmm. But I thought, Art, they were getting right into the movie and it was moving. I thought this is just going. It keeps going. Let's go.
Yeah, because they take a shovel to dig. They want to find more of these. And the shovel kind of goes right through the ground and a big hole opens up underneath them. Just deep. A huge hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And he cuts his hand.
Yes. And it bleeds a little.
Ooh.
There. Ooh, sorry.
Oh, no.
So already right here, we're in the movie, not a few minutes. And like you said, the hole has opened up. They found these weird geodes and they get a bigger geode out of it. It's kind of big. It's like a bowling ball or something that they pull out of there.
Yeah.
It's
extra large bowling
really
ball.
Large.
And they heard weird noises. They're hearing weird noises
from down there. And then we meet, Glenn has his sister, who we've seen in pictures in the dream sequence, his sister, Al. Which is,
Al.
Don't call her Al, though.
Don't call her Al. It's Alexandra,
but they call her Al. I call her Al.
Yes. And this is the 80s for real. So just pointing out, living in the 80s, I lived the 80s. These outfits, they're not exaggerated. It's 100%. If you want to know what people were wearing in the 80s, there it is.
When you and I if we look at old photos of ourselves at parties or things like that taken this time, the people here are dressed like this. So Al is about to be 16, couple of weeks.
Not 16 yet.
Not 16 yet,
Mhm.
but she's that age. So she's in high school. And I think they say later that Glenn is 12. So
yeah, there's a lot of in the gate what I call arm punching, verbal arm punching. Everybody's punching each other in the arm like nah, 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 duh, duh, duh. They're all making these great comments. Some of them now inappropriate.
Oh my gosh!
By a large margin. Large.
Yes, those come just right off the tongue for
my
these people,
God.
and you're like, whoa, yeah.
And I think she's going with her friends, the Lee sisters, right?
The Lee sisters.
The Lee sisters.
Yeah.
I would say if they're not trying to be twins, they certainly come off as twins, and they are awful. As my Italian brother-in-law would say, they're biznoccious. You bichas. They're awful.
Yeah.
Kids.
But we also learned that Al has a whole box of stuff that she's throwing out in the garbage that Glenn was supposed to take. And in that box is a lot of shitty toys. Like, it was sort of like, hey, you were supposed to keep that stuff for me. But when they look in the box, Eric, it's like, it's that doll we saw in the dream that looks like it should be at the dump. Like,
yes, it is. Has no clothing. It's got that weird, like, Amish undergarment, the magic. Was it the magic pajamas with the magic underwear? It looks like that's what they're wearing. The doll's just...
Yeah, the doll looks like it's at... It's like you think like the CSI people would turn that doll over to find the finger that they're looking for at the dump.
They cut it open and find, like, cocaine.
And then he also has one of these things. What are they called, Eric? The idea is, would it be a poor man's Etch-a-Sketch?
Yes, I had that. It's
we all had it. Yeah,
you draw on it and then you peel it back,
and it would erase again, almost like a carbon copy. But it's the poor man's Etch-a-Sketch. I call it. It's like, and there's one of those in there with Sesame Street branding on it. I noticed. I was like, they didn't care about that stuff. It was Big Bird was on there.
I was eyeballing a lot of toys and I was looking for branding. And I was looking for games. I didn't see Monopoly, nothing like that. I did see a Star Wars game because it said Ruhr Wars. And I was like, oh, wait, did I have that? But it was, I think, a Star Wars board game I saw.
Yeah. I remember that game. I think I had that game, the Star Wars board game. Yeah, so what they're introducing here is, I think Al is moving on. Al is getting older. She's going to high school. She's getting rid of these toys she had. And so Glenn is losing a friend. Like Al and him, we saw pictures on the wall with Al. We're going to see them throughout the movie on the wall of the house. They look like they were very close as brother and sister,
but not anymore.
Not anymore.
There's a lot of meh.
And they're gonna have dinner, and Dad's a little pissed about the hole in the yard.
Yeah,
that they dug it up.
There's a mom, because I thought, mom's gone. It's going to be a Disney story, but no, mom's there, and she looks like a young Mrs. Roper. Did you notice that? Did you notice that? Come and knock on our door. I thought, it's that curly hair and.
Dad looks like he could be doing a set with Seinfeld downtown in New York. He's like, hey.
Yep, he does. Yeah.
What's the deal with these ATM cards?
Yep. And I think, is this where she drives off in this amazingly nice car with a bunch of people? And I thought, they're not old enough to drive. How old do you have to be to drive? It's not 15 and a half.
Well, if her friends maybe are 17, I don't know, maybe they have their permit, but
I guess.
It's a nice car.
Yeah, it's a nice car. Yeah.
Al's going out. But we learned too that Al's the parents are going away for the weekend.
They're for 3 days.
They're going to be gone for 3 whole days.
Yes.
And they want to call, do you remember? I can't remember. I didn't write it down. The babysitter's name.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What is it, Eric? They're going to call.
No, it's Mrs. Vandergrift.
Mrs. Vandergrift.
Yes. And as I was watching El Gat, I was thinking, I just want to see a movie about Mrs. Vandergrift. It's the character that never appears, and I'm like, damn it. I swear to God, she'd be like it's Mrs. Vandergrift, and she's
And
magic.
she has to fight demons.
She comes in, kicks demons' asses. Yes.
It's like Mary Poppins as a demon, fighter, right? Yeah.
I was so wanting Mrs. Vandergrift to be in this film.
But no, because this is important, because Al is saying she's almost 16 and she should have the responsibility of watching her 12-year-old brother with the house. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they let her. They're going to do it. Yeah.
Yep. Why do they always go? All the parents go away for 3 days, like Monster House. Bye. We're leaving for 3.
Yeah.
Just take care of each other. I thought, wow. Yes. Thank you, 80s. Just like today, when we tell our children, no, you're on your own 3 days. Bye. Water the plants because there's 1,000 plants.
Not even 16. We have to remember, not even
16. So when she leaves and that now she's taking care of her nudgy kid, Glenn, we learn that Terry's mom is dead. And also this story supposedly from the house where a construction worker in the house died and was sealed up in the walls of the house. I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
But
what?
But Glenn's really scared of this story. I guess it's supposed to be in his house.
It's his. It sounds horrific.
It's his house. The dad is like, this is right. Doesn't the dad say, well, that's Terry? And this is where the dad says, Terry's basically the dad's like, Terry's a little fucked up because his mom.
Yeah. Listen to that heavy metal. Probably plays D&D.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Terry's really screwed up. Don't pay any attention to him.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. So I think,
and we also learn that the reason the dad's so strict and Glenn's feeling bummed is Glenn really likes rockets. He likes rockets, the kind of like remote controlled rockets, the things that you shoot up, use fuses. Those were a thing in kids in the neighborhood. My parents never let us have any of that, but other kids in the neighborhood did. I never got a rock. No, never.
I
never
had single parents, so we could do whatever the hell we wanted. We had rockets.
You had rockets?
Rockets. We light.
I'm envious because I never could do that. Yeah,
take a paper airplane, light it on fire in the backyard, and throw it.
The worst we could. We had the one you could pump with the water or whatever, and it would.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Art.
No, we never had that.
I can see it's affected you later in life. I'm sorry. Sorry, Art.
Glenn nearly burned the house down, apparently, with one of his rockets. I don't know. It looks like they even point to the eave of the house where the roof.
Yes.
And it's like a big chunk, like somebody took a bite out of the roof and it's all burned. And I'm like,
damage.
Did he set the rocket up right next to the house?
All right, you poor deprived. You're not depraved, but you are deprived guy where you don't know the rocket goes up like this. You think it's going to all work out. Then it all of a sudden takes a nosedive and starts launching towards whatever could catch on fire. That's what they do. They go up. Then all of a sudden, one of the engines goes and it just starts coming after you.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Exactly. So that's why we've learned he can't have rockets. It's a bummer because he had the best Thunderbolt, the Thunderbolt rocket, and that was taken away from him.
But the parents are gone.
Great cut, right? The perfect cut, like the 80s. Parents are leaving. Al's like, I got it all handled. And as they're pulling out of the driveway, the mom's like, no parties. Cut to her opening the door and letting everybody into the party. I thought that was fun.
Yes, and the hair, the totally 80s hair, what do you call it when you not burn it, but everybody is just decked out. My first thought was, okay, a 15-and-a-half-year-old is having a party with beer and cigarette right away. She just didn't come off as that. She doesn't come off as a troubled teen.
But I understood this. Things get out of hand. My sister, when we were in high school, I'm older, a couple of years older than my sister, but my parents were away and my sister threw a party and she was just going to have a few friends over. And I was out with another friend of mine. This was on a Friday night. And we came back, this friend and I think we were at the movies. And when we pulled onto our street, Erik, I was like, why are all these cars on our street? This is weird. What's happening? And as we pulled up, it started to dawn on me that it's our house. And we pull up to our house. My friend pulls up. He was driving. And there are people walking across our lawn. I'll never forget this. It's burned in my brain. With 6-packs under their arm, heading into our house. This got so out of control that it was like the police came or something. It was like, so I will say Al could be the good kid. And maybe my sister wasn't the good kid. Maybe she wasn't.
How old was she at the time? How old was she?
She would have been probably 16 or 17. Yeah.
Yeah. My brother was like that, but he was a little on the troubled side. So
okay.
But Elle does not strike me as the troubled teen.
But we do see at the party, Eric, she is kind of cleaning up after people. Do you see
good for you.
No, but she's cleaning up after people. I think I'm more on Al's side. I think I'm going to have to defend Al a lot in this podcast.
Here's what I was thinking, Art, is that you're not getting rid of that cigarette smell. So hopefully one or both of your parents smoke. That's what I was thinking. They're going to come home 3 days later and go, what the? So.
And Angus the dog is running around the party too.
Running around.
Yeah. So.
So the two boys who are not invited to the party because they're losers.
Yeah, they're upstairs.
They're trying to break the geode.
Mm-hmm.
The geode, And I thought it was a great effect when they cracked it open.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was a cool effect because they're showing you can buy this actually next door to my place in Salem. Ascend has these geodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're still around. I thought there was a great effect when they crack it open. Nothing in it, really. Geode never comes into play, really, does it?
No, but it does, I think, signal the start of something here. That's what's supposed to happen, right? Because downstairs, somebody's telling a scary story, Eric. And what I liked about this is, so all the people gather around. They have candles all around, and this guy's telling a story. Did you listen to the story he told, Eric? And the woman came in, and on his lap was a head, and he started tearing the hair out of the head. And this is what I love. A guy in the party goes like, he made that up.
That's not true.
That's
yeah. And
I was like,
my thought, I wasn't paying attention to the story because I was paying attention to the amount of candles that these people have in their house.
A lot. Yeah, there were a lot all around. And the fireplace was going too. The fireplace was going. Yeah.
Drunk kids with candles
everywhere.
Yeah.
But then they're going to we're going to introduce, this is one of my favorite characters, Paula, at the party. She's the know-it-all about the spiritual stuff. And I love this young actress because she has a character. She's tight and very direct. I just like
Did you say nerd? I think you just said nerd.
I didn't say nerd.
I think you said nerd.
No, but she's a
nerd. But
she's a nerd.
She's so good. Isn't she a great actor? I thought,
great. I liked
please
her.
Let this person have succeeded somewhere in the acting world because she took it very seriously and she's explaining why these ghost stories,
Yes. And then
I thought she was great.
Yeah. And meanwhile, so upstairs, she's expounding about all this spiritual stuff. And upstairs, from the bedroom up above, Al and Terry can look down. And so they're sort of watching all this stuff. And I like this little exchange, Eric. Al says to him, do you believe in all this stuff? And Terry just goes, mm-hmm. And Al goes, yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 100%.
It's a great. So they're watching. And then we're going to try and levitate somebody. And they try to lift the big guy up on the chair.
How crazy is it that they're deciding that they're going to try to levitate a football player because the nerd says, no, this is real. You can do it.
So they end up calling Glenn down to levitate. And this is where there's a lot of this commentary, Eric, in the movie. Do you notice they call Glenn midget and dwarf?
Oh, yeah.
And all of this. And I'm like, well, he's 12, but they keep that commentary goes throughout the movie. People call him that. So
in the 80s, if you're in high school, you just constantly berate anyone who's in middle school or below. It's just a thing. You're just like, hey, dink, it's just this poor kid, no complex when he's old. Well, he did get a complex He got a complex because Glenn turns into a vampire when he's older.
That's true.
But Art,
And so they're gonna. So rather than a big football player, let's try and levitate Glenn.
Yeah.
Because it'll be a cinch because he's a midget. That's what the guy says.
yeah, and it works.
Yes. Too good. It's
What? Why?
Well, Eric, you know that what happened is the spirits on the first one are like,
Yeah. Jesus.
and then on the
Christ.
second one they put Glenn on there,
Yeah.
and so they're ready to. They just too much. They put too much into it.
Yep. Always pick the lighter kids for levitation. That's what the spirits probably do.
But he goes up into the light fixture on the ceiling, and then
breaks it.
Crashes. Then he crashes into the wall and he grabs another light fixture to try and hold himself, and he rips it out of the wall.
Broken.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that was a lot. He did a lot of destruction.
Yeah. I'm listing off the things that the parents are going to be like, what happened? So that's what we have right now. Smoke.
Yep.
Smoke smell. Broken light on the ceiling. But the thing in this scene, this thing in this scene that is beguiling to me is they levitated a little kid. Why is no one freaking out? Art.
Nobody's freaking out.
I had an uncle who did, the Hare Krishna and stuff like that. And he said that he could levitate. So he does it, but nobody ever can see him do it. So my thought as a kid was like, that's bullshit. Imagine being at a party, your sister's party, and they levitated the little kid.
Not only levitated, Eric, big destruction happened right in front of you.
I don't care about that. I care about a kid floating in the air by themselves. No one runs out screaming, Art.
No.
Nobody does it. Parents are going to be pissed about the lights and the cigarettes, and then there's a floating kid. So,
and then afterwards, Al's feeling bad about how the kids, he's embarrassed about everything that happened. I'm like, if you levitated, it's so hard that you smashed into and caused structural damage in your house. I'm feeling embarrassed.
Remember, yes. And remember, Art, how you said, "Oh, you're gonna have to come to Al's rescue." Yeah, you're gonna, because poor Glenn's like, we should call mom and dad, and she goes, "No, we're not calling mom and dad."
Fair, Eric.
And then, what do we tell them? We're scared because we levitated Glenn? Yes, you do. You call your parents, you be like, "Hey, Mom, Dad, guess what? We levitated our little midget. We levitated him. Please come home." Nope.
But she's gonna let Terry stay over, and then they're going to bed, and we just get a WTF shot of Al as she's getting ready for bed. That I didn't understand why this in the movie. We'll go over it real fast because I don't want to think. She stands there kind of checking herself out, but she's in she's in underoos or something. It's like she's
underoos.
She's
wearing age appropriate pajamas.
Yes.
And when I watched this scene, I said to myself, please don't continue. And they didn't. It's a coming of age story for Al. She's like, "Oh, I'm growing. What's wrong with my body?" That's what's happening. She's trying to grow up, Art. The director
I know, but it just seemed a little like, it was shot tastefully and everything, but it wasn't like, I just was like, do we need that in this movie? Do we need this?
Yeah.
This shot? It was
character development. 100%. Yeah. Oh, character development. No, that's not what I meant. Oh, but I was glad they didn't take.
And now what we're putting together is so if people keep track at home, the geode cracked open and suddenly there was levitation. So something's happening here.
Yes,
and now
there's bugs also.
There's bugs because we didn't mention earlier, but Terry likes to seal bugs in a jar
and kill them because it's fun. Yeah. It's fun. That's how my mom died. Oh my God, that's awful, Art. She was in a giant jar.
Oh, no, Terry.
Yeah. So, but they're moths.
There's moths flying at the window because Al wakes up. There's moths flying at the window. Meanwhile, Harry has gone to go to the bathroom and he hears something downstairs.
Yeah, what's down there, Art?
Yeah, something's down there. The door's a little half open. He can look down on the balcony.
It's pizza. It's Domino's. What is it?
It's a woman. She's coming in and she's going,
"Yeah, It's yes. What a weird thing.
Terry, I love you.
You are nailing.
I
nailing.
need you. And you're like, okay, this is. We're like, ooh, must be Terry's mom.
Yes, it's Ghost Mom.
Ghost.
But here's where it's PG-13. Your voice, everybody's probably thinking, oh my God, it's going to be Ghost Mom corpse. You know, she's in that huge jar with the holes poked in it. But no.
She's in a hamster wheel.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
She's wearing that 80s nightgown, mommy nightgown, whatever that is. Yeah.
Tons of, like it just volume.
Yeah. It's it's uncomfortable. That's leaving.
Yeah. And it's all this blue light. And of course he's misses his mom and she's clearly calling out to him. But you get the feeling though, Eric, that the voice, I didn't think it was actually that good, the voice that they were using. But then I guess the way I justified it was like, I'm like, oh, this isn't her. It's some demon calling out to him.
Your interpretation of the voice was 100% better.
No, it is. Yeah. I will even say that.
Like, yours was so good.
So he comes down, he starts hugging his mom, and they're kind of dancing, I guess. Like they're hugging and they're hugging and dancing around.
And then she becomes the Shaggy DA. She turns into the dog.
To say I didn't see that coming.
Shocker.
Angus, he's actually dancing with Angus.
Yes.
We realize. And not only that, Angus is not alive.
Angus dead.
Angus is dead.
He's hugging a dead dog.
Yeah.
Now, if this was a rated R movie, this would be scary. It's not. All I kept thinking was, wow, they really made an awesome dog prop. It really looks good. The dead dog was an awesome prop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, because it's gonna get a little journey. We're gonna have a little weekend at Bernie's in a second.
I love this dog prop. I thought, oh my gosh, this is awesome. But it's the hair, you can't see its eyes or anything. So I thought it was really good. And here's what I thought. Okay, so you got broken lamp, levitating kid, and you've got a dead dog. You gonna call the parents now, Al?
No way.
Why not?
No way. Because the next day, Al's got to go to the mall with her friends.
Okay, so she can handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Dead dog. No, let's not call mom and dad. They're coming home in 3 days. Will they put it in the freezer? They're gonna put it in that meat freezer that you have.
Right.
Oh my God. Al, irresponsible kid.
Yeah, and so next morning she's got to go with her friends to the mall, but but they got to do something with Angus.
Yeah.
So her 35-year-old guy that she's interested in, Al's interested in, is
come on, he's 17 and a half.
He must be a senior, but he's like, I'll take it to the animal shelter. Yeah. And then I'll catch up with you guys later.
Yeah.
He looks like, so
isn't he nice to do that? He just wants to see Al in her PJs. So this is going to help him out.
Tucks Angus right under his arm.
Carrying the dog. It's a heavy ass dog. And it still looked good. I'm examining it. I was watching the tail hanging and I was like, wow, they really did a good job with this prop. But he goes to the vet. Closed. So he's got to head back. Meanwhile, Glenn is looking through photo albums of him and Al, and then Angus too. Oh, all the times Angus and I. Yeah, we're seeing that. But also, this is great because we're going to see Terry's home. We're going to see that his dad is a effing slob. Yeah.
He comes home. There's pizza boxes and Terry just takes an old slice of pizza up and eats it. So you do feel a little for Terry here. I'm like, oh, Terry doesn't have the best.
No,
but he knows how to make himself feel better though.
His dad's in mourning. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
And fun fact, I didn't realize the house I live in is from 1909. Fun fact, I have the exact same freaking kitchen cabinets as Terry's house. I was like, oh really? Shoot. Yeah. Not the other house, not the freaking Disney set house, Glenn's Disney kitchen, but this one, yes. And he's listening to Satan's music.
Yes.
Right?
He's a heavy metal rocker, man.
Oh yeah, very believable.
He's got all the posters up. I think I saw Ozzy Osbourne up there. I was trying to look at all the posters, but his favorite band is rocking out. It's Sacrifyx.
Sacrifyx, music by Sacrifyx.
Spelled Fyx at the end, Eric.
Yeah.
Music by
Great
Sacrifyx.
name.
And the song is finishing up. And Eric, this was the era, I have to say, of some of these rock songs where they suddenly had moments where the band members would chant or say something. So he lip syncs along with it. And he throws a hood over, like almost like the open. Like,
No, it's a blanket. It's
a blanket.
Looks like a pride blanket.
Yes, a pride blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't pick anything goth. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do color today.
Yeah.
So,
and he starts mouthing along with the words on there. And this guy.
Yes.
He doesn't sound particularly scary, the guy on the recording.
No.
I got some of it, Eric, if you want to hear some of what Terry says here.
I do.
The forgotten gods. The gods are jealous watching mankind with a hatred as powerful as the stars, planning a destruction that is beyond imagining. The gate behind which the demons wait for the chance to take back what is theirs.
Ooh. Ooh. Getting the chills.
So imagine, Terry's mouthing along with that, and then all of a sudden, Terry's like, "Huh." It's like he has a strike of like an idea came to him, and he opens up. I love this prop. This prop is great. The album,
and you remember our albums did have. There was a time where you could scroll through things that they had in there, and just fun fact. I remember going to a friend's house who was into heavy metal, and I wasn't, and he had an album which was like that. I forget what it was, I don't know. And he goes, and watch this, and he plays it backwards. I'm like, holy crap. It was words. I was confused.
Backmasking. Yeah. They call it.
I thought that was so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so he's looking at the album, and it's got all kinds of, what is it? The book of
the death book? Is it the dead book or the dark book?
The dark. Yeah. There you go. It is
the dark book. Yeah.
The dark book. Super.
It's got all these illustrations in them of demons and things like that. And so he's looking through it, but we can see that he's putting something together in his mind.
Yeah, he's our version of Evil Ed.
Yes.
So Evil Ed, except not vampires. It's demonic summoning.
And meanwhile, back at home, Glenn finds out, goes out in the backyard, the hole's opened again. The hole that he filled in because his dad was mad is open.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
Why is it open?
Well, we're going to find out because Terry's come over.
Yeah. There's some lines here that I was like, who does Glenn say cool out to? I thought that's a great term that we should bring back. Just cool out, right?
Well, Glenn says a lot of things to the mostly the Lee sisters and the
Lee sisters, yeah.
Like Glenn has a lot of funny lines, actually.
He's ready. He doesn't stop with I didn't write him because I knew if I did, the podcast would be 7 hours long. So he's got these comebacks, something about his nose or whatever. And then does the 80s faux pas, right? I think he calls somebody, it's like, you're gay.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah. 80s. It's not as bad as what the Lee sisters come up with. Yeah.
You know why they call them the Lee sisters? Because they're ugly. Ugly inside. The Lee sisters. Ugg and Ugg. Both uglies. Yeah.
But his comebacks are sort of like, why don't you go join the circus with all your makeup, that type of stuff.
Yeah, join the circus.
Yeah. You clowns. Yeah.
Yep. All that stuff. Yeah.
But so Terry's come over and he's kind of made this discovery. He thinks that you got demons. That's what he
says that. I'm afraid you got demons.
I'm afraid you've got demons. Yep. He's sort of like the Frog Brothers sort of type of thing, right?
Yes. Yeah, he's a lot of things. Yeah.
But he knows the dark book, he's like, it's like the Bible for demons.
Yes. And in that book, also levitating, and that picture kills me.
The
picture.
It's awesome.
Of a guy levitating someone, but he's got the eyes like, ooh, and the makeup. What the hell? It looked like it was same people would do Waiting for Guffman if they did like
Yes. Yes, it looked like this is Spinal Tap in
So
their
scary.
death metal phase.
Oh my god.
So he's kind of walking Glenn through what he learned in this dark book. Apparently constellations have arrived at a certain time. It's now. And this is where Stephen Dorff, I wanted to mention earlier, Glenn, is like, it's like he's a little man in this movie.
Yes.
Like you think he already has like a 730 credit score and money in his 401k, like right now.
He might.
It's like
He might.
he just already seems like a middle manager or something like that you'd run into. And because just his whole demeanor in this movie and the way he looks. But I know that at this point, he says things like this, and some of his line deliveries do crack me up, Eric, where he's like, Terry, this is a record album. It's like he says things, and it's yeah.
Do you, when they played it backwards, did you write what they said? Because I didn't write it down.
I couldn't make out what it was. I did rewind and try to hear what they said, but I didn't make it out.
I didn't actually care. All I was thinking was, did you have any albums that you played backwards? Because my friend played those backwards, but I was thinking, what if, like, I had Huey Lewis and the News. So if I played that backwards, what would it be? It's like, it's hip to be square. And then you play it backwards. It's like, you must clean your room and make sure you make your bed. You know, what put Huey Lewis?
Or you must kill your whole family.
Or something like that. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Well, Patrick Bateman liked Huey Lewis in the News.
He did.
That's true. Yeah, he's a big fan.
Very satanic group. Very happy to be stuck with you.
You need a geode. You need blood.
Yep.
You need a levitation.
Yep.
Is in there too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay because you need a sacrifice too.
Apparently need two sacrifices.
Well, two, but you need one to even before the two. So
one.
Right now they just think the one. Because meanwhile, while they're coming up with all this stuff, Doofus, who was supposed to deliver the dog,
Doofus, that's his name,
to the animal shelter, it wasn't open, so he's like, "Oh boy,
yep."
He's just driving. We're spending a lot of time with that guy. Like I have to say, we spend a lot of time with him. I thought he would be in the movie more, but he comes back, looks over the fence in the backyard because he can't get in the house, and he's got the. He's carrying it. Poor Angus. He's carrying Angus around. And he looks and he sees the pit in the backyard.
He buries the dog.
And is like, we don't even need dialogue, Eric.
Nope.
He just looks at it.
Know he does it.
He's going to, yeah.
Yep.
So that's the first sacrifice. That's the first.
It is.
It doesn't have to be human. It doesn't have to be human. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like the line that Terry tells everybody too. Where he goes, we accidentally summoned demons who used to rule the universe, come and take over the world. I think they tell Al that. And she's like, what? They all take these things so well. Like he's carrying a dead dog, buries it, no problem. You know, summoning demons. Oh, what do you mean?
But see, with the demons up to now, right? You know, we met his mother as Angus earlier, Terry, and then also we had the moths. This is important because Terry says, up until you do a sacrifice, they can only influence things, but they can't hurt us yet. Once the sacrifice happens, they're open more to coming into the world. So now that Angus is back there,
But I still think Al takes information very lightly. I think she's self-centered, Art. I don't know what it is what you're seeing in this kid. Sorry, I don't. Sorry,
giving her the benefit of the doubt, Eric. She's learning. She's finding her way.
Mm-hmm.
She's she's trying to have friends. She's trying to be a good sister. Is she trying to be a good sister?
Well, yes, Art, because she's now trying to be a good sister because she did, when she went to the mall, she did buy Glenn a rocket.
Yes.
And so
because
now
all she needs now is for Glenn to frickin' set the house on fire.
Right. So they're going to fire the rocket.
Yeah.
And they do. And fun fact, you can only fire these frickin' things once. And then you have to get other stuff, and it's a pain in the ass. It's a one and done. Little guy comes out, the rocket floats away, lands in somebody's yard. You can't get it. They're done. They're done.
Lands in somebody else's demon hole.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Art.
What's that look? What do you no?
Art. See, when you say you do bites of me making noises, I want to do bites of you saying phrases that
No,
you're
but-
unaware of.
Yeah.
Snatch.
So Terry now, they think what they've done, because they just do some incantations over the hole, so they think they're all good. They cover it up with a board.
Yep, they covered up with what's left of the treehouse.
Piece of the treehouse,
Yep.
but it's a little door, and when they leave, we can see it rattling. There's something behind the door.
Yes, the latch. The latch is opening.
And Terry, as they launch this rocket up into the air, Terry's talking about they need the power of the old gods need human sacrifices.
Yep,
two
they
human
do.
sacrifices.
They do. Thank God that's not going to happen. Not in a PG-13 movie, right? Right, Art? Right.
Well, yeah, no, this is going. And I will say, Eric, we're getting a long way into the movie without a lot of scares or things like that.
Yeah.
You're starting to feel it at this point. I think we're getting like half hour into the movie, right?
Oh,
Longer
it's
than that,
slowed
maybe.
down. The movie has slowed down.
Yeah.
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 We're getting little inklings of like shadows and things in the wall, maybe, but it's just not enough.
Yeah. We need something to start.
You know what they have
happening.
enough of, though, Art, in this movie is freaking primary colors. Oh, yeah. If you look in throughout the house, clothing, everybody's got all these bright freaking colors for what's supposed to be a horror movie. Hallmark. That's why the guy took it to Hallmark. He's like, can I keep the bright colors? Absolutely. Just pointing it out, so many bright colors. If you're watching the movie, you're still in the movie watching it and haven't shut it off to watch Cops. And there's a lot of colors.
Yeah. It's going on. The movie is going on. But Al, I guess maybe you're convincing me now about Al, Eric, because Terry's over and Al comes downstairs and Glenn and Terry are in the basement. And Glenn says, I thought you were going to the beach tonight. And I'm like, I think she's supposed to be babysitting her 12-year-old brother. And she was intending on, like, the plan was she was going to go to the beach.
Yeah, let's forget the party, Art. Let's forget the party with 1,000 smoking, drinking teenagers. Let's forget that. She wants to go to the beach.
But she's going to stay in, and the Lee sisters are coming over.
Yes.
Yeah. So
with
the Lee sisters will come over.
Amazing
outfits.
Bob.
Yes.
That short 80s bob haircut.
Yeah, the Lee sisters, they come down to the basement where Glenn and Terry are. And what I like is, like you said, Glenn and the Lee sisters do not get along at all. They're just trading barbs back and forth. And the Lee sisters are over and they're all going to put blue streaks in their hair. So it's going to be a slumber party and you're not invited.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all. This is where 80s, like, okay, guys, that's enough. But I'm not going to say the quote. But the two boys, I think one of the Lee sisters says something really inappropriate about what the two boys might be doing.
Yes.
I was like, whoa.
We'll be clear for those of you who want to watch this movie. It's gay slurs come out of these people's mouths
but
very
it's the 80s.
quickly.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's a family movie, Art. It's a family movie.
But it kind of shocks you, I have to say, when you
oh
hear
my
that.
God.
Because
watching it now, I'm like, whoa, what did they? Oh, wow. I'd like to meet their parents. I'd love.
And the weird thing is, probably wouldn't have thought about it back then as much. We were.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah,
we didn't. I guess we didn't. But everybody's sleeping, and we finally, we're getting a shot of a creepy shadow. Which finally we're like, oh great, there's a monster coming.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
What do we get instead? We get a window shade jump scare. That's what we get. And there's this light that's been going off through the entire movie, which starts off as not actually on. It was like a CG or a fake thing, but now they're actually doing it. It's like one of those bug lights going off through this whole movie like it means something. And I was like, it's that goddamn light again going off. And so he's going up and he's like, what's going on? And you see these shadows on the window, and then it's a bug attack. Or
our first, well, yeah.
Or is it Art?
These moths come, but they come through, they right?
The window breaks, yeah. Which is
breaks,
cool.
and there's glass on the floor, and he's in bare feet, and there's glass all around his feet.
Yeah. And the director's like, listen, we're not just, what I want you to do is, there's going to be bugs in here, but what I want you to do is go like this. and we're going to have a few of them, but the rest is going to be blue screen because we need them bigger, but we can't afford anything. So I was just like, oh, blue screen giant moths. Yay.
And then we're seeing things like behind the walls.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger.
The Nightmare on Elm Street sort of thing where they're pushing, which is done pretty well. It's pretty effective.
No, it's good.
These things are moving behind the walls, like the walls are latex or something, and they're pushing out on them.
And a big reveal, we get to, oh, no, we don't. Never see that again.
No, I know.
No. But these kids are going to be grounded. Okay, let's add broken window, shattered window. Do you know how much that is in the 80s to replace that window? Shattered window on top of all the other stuff, Art. Just letting you know. Great kid. Great kid. Don't call the parents, Al. Don't call them. Don't call them.
And I'll say this stuff is starting up, Eric, and I think this movie's like an hour 25. This is all like at minute like 46. We're a long way into the movie that this stuff is starting to happen here.
Yeah.
But it's going to come, I will say, from this point, it's going to come pretty quickly. So a lot of this stuff. I think.
We got Terry and the twins. They're somewhere else. And then we got Al and Glenn. And they go to the bedroom to check out the broken glass. And then, hooray, finally, monsters under the bed, right? These giant, fleshy meat hook hands come out. And if you have the subtitles on like I do, it's awesome because you can hear, no, that was without subtitles, but you can hear the monsters making noise. Like they're not just, they're saying things. I thought that was kind of scary, the hands coming out.
Yeah, that whole scene is very much taken off the poltergeist clown scene.
But here's what takes me out of that scene, right? They're getting grabbed and it's really scary and Al's getting grabbed. She deserves it, by the way. They move away and then all of a sudden you hear one monster under the bed go, "Hoo!" like that. It's an actual sound effect. Like it's like when you go to reach for something on the shelf, and this extra long hand comes out, like to reach for them. And I thought it would have been so scary if they had not added, like, here, let me get that one kid.
So you're thinking the hands look good. You're thinking this looks good?
They did. They looked good. Except it wasn't scary. It started scary, but then when the monsters are straining to reach for kids, like they're over 60, I wasn't. Okay,
I think you and I are on the same page because it was scary at first. It grabs her foot, but then the more I got to see the hands, the more the effects started to go away from me because I started to realize, these hands aren't really articulated and they're not like they're a little stiffer. There's two people with things like. The hands are on the end of things and they're grabbing them. So the longer it went on, I think the effect died down for me.
But they still did. Yeah. They still went through the effort to make an extra long, creepy, like nightmare.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Yeah, because they're out of the room.
Yeah.
And they're gonna head downstairs and they come outside. Oh, and Mom and Dad are here.
Mom and Dad are back early. Oh my God, these kids are in trouble.
Mom and Dad look happy to see him though at first.
Yep.
But then we realize real quick, this is not Mom and Dad.
I can't. It's supposed to be scary, right, Art?
But the line delivery is not working.
I'm going to let you do it because you've been doing so well so far with the lines. You got to do the dad.
You've been bad. Yeah.
It was almost like, Gonzo and Fozzie Bear had a demon baby.
You've been bad.
I mean, it was awful. It was.
Yeah, it's not. And I'll tell you, Al doesn't waste any time. He realizes because his dad is clearly possessed or this is a demon, picks up Al like by the neck and lifts him up.
Can I just stop you for a second, Art?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know you're rooting for Al here, Alexandra.
Yeah.
But it's Glenn.
Oh, not Al. That's Glenn.
Yeah.
Glenn, sorry.
Our hero. Not Al. Not
Glenn,
deadbeat teenager who should have called her parents a long time ago.
Yeah. And
Picks up Glenn, Art.
So Glenn jabs his thumbs into the face of his father. doesn't hesitate.
Right.
And it caves the face in, and a bunch of goop. You can tell they put some hose behind, a big hose behind that head, right? And it just pours out goop out of the father's face.
It is a great effect. They do some great effects here. This is a practical effect, and the dad's face ends up on the ground like
it splats like a
that
pie.
Was scary. Why are they doing that? But then making the dad go, "You've been bad." It just they don't know when to be. What are they going to be scary or not? And why?
Yeah.
I have to do this again. Why ghosts? Why monsters? Why are they doing this, Art? If they're unleashing hell, why are the demons like, it'd be fun if we pretended to be the parents? What? Why are they doing that? And why are they like, well, what do we say? Why don't we go? Why don't we do this? Why don't we say, you've been bad? Yeah, okay, do it, Jerry. I'm naming one of the demons Jerry.
We've talked about this before in some movies, Eric, where I think there's this thing where the demons are toying with them, or like Evil Dead. Even it's like they like to mess with you type of thing. Before that's what they really get off on.
I thought they were trying to take over the world. I'm sorry. I thought
that's what I thought too.
I thought they had an agenda.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they see what I love about the mom is the mom demon has got her hands on her hips. Like I thought. Really? That's your choice for a demon? Is like
she doesn't get to do much. The mom in this
movie,
she really doesn't.
But
Nor
they
does
try
the
to get in the house. They try to escape through the back door because of demon mom and dad.
Yeah.
But no, they go outside.
Mm-hmm.
And finally,
they at this point the Lee sisters are with them. The Lee sisters are there. So it's the Lee sisters and Al, Glenn, and Terry are trapped in this house basically.
Well, no, they can get out through the back. Art. They just go in the backyard.
Yeah. Well, Al goes out the back, and we see our first sight of the cool creatures that we see in the trailers of this movie.
Oh my gosh.
That they were playing up in here.
These guys, these little monsters that are in the backyard, they're probably the height of, it's like a garden gnome size, except it's just a flesh bag.
Yeah.
It's a
and
flesh
they
bag.
They have like a hunched back.
Yeah.
And
they got the three fingers instead of the five. It's like, like slee
What
stack.
do you think of these creatures, Eric? What do you think of that?
The creatures in another movie would be frightening, but these creatures are not frightening because the movie doesn't want you to be frightened in a way. I don't know why. But what I like about these is they're actual dudes that they hired. And here's their pose. Ready? Here's the pose. They're all like this. It's like they're getting ready for sumo wrestling, but they've had way too much ADHD medicine. So they're like, woo! Their adrenaline's wicked high.
So they're is it polyurethane costumes? I think they created. I watched a little behind the scenes with the creator of these effects, and they tried a couple of different types of suits to put them in, and these ones look the best, but the problem is they're not full suits. So you have seams. If you look real close, you can see seams when these guys bend their arms because it's like pieces. But what they did is they filmed at a lower speed, so that they have that herky jerky.
Yeah, and I thought they're kicking butt as these little creatures, but they're attacking them. And so they have to make it back in the house. They close the door. Another amazing little effect. And I just wanted to see more. I just want to see more of it in this movie. And the Gate doesn't deliver on that. But they stick one of the little hands. It's about what is it? Where's my ruler? You got 3 inches? 3 inches? Yeah. It was
but it gets caught in the door.
They close the door and it breaks off. I thought this was awesome. It fell on the floor and turned into like little tadpoles, leeches, and then went.
And that was claymation. That part, that little claymation guys.
I loved it,
and it went back out the door.
Yeah, they went back out the door to join with
whatever.
The rest of, the little creepy dudes. I'm calling them creepy dudes because you know what they remind me of a little bit is Extro. You ever see that movie, Extro?
Oh, I've seen Extro. We may do that on this podcast.
Shut up.
I'm sure we'll do that, right?
Extro. Up. Extro. Yeah. Well, look, I actually have one of the creepy dudes right here. Wait, there it is. Sorry, I had a mask on my desk. So
then the phone rings. Phone rings because we didn't hear enough of the father earlier.
What color's the phone?
Red?
A bright red wall phone.
Mhm.
Why are they so scared to answer the telephone? It hasn't rung before. Why are they so scared?
Now, today, you would be scared if a landline rang.
Yeah,
because we don't answer
exist.
phones anymore.
Yeah, you're like, what the hell? It's a ghost.
What's going over there?
That bothered me a little bit where they look at the phone like, it's got to be one of the demons messing with us. Answer the phone.
Well, a couple of years earlier, we also Nightmare on Elm Street, that effect with the phone.
Yes, this is a great effect, however, because Dad's on the phone.
I think the Nightmare on Elm Street is a little better with that tongue
really
coming out. And
I guess you never paused it then. I guess you never paused it.
But the effect of it. But basically, she answers the phone and you've been banned. And she's so terrified at. I think the film thinks we're terrified at that line, Eric, but we're not.
We're not. It's too funny.
Yeah, we're not.
But then they mix it with the phone catching on fire, melting up against the wall.
Do you notice the shot though? And I mean, this isn't bad, but in the shot, you notice that the person holding the phone as it bursts into flame, the phone receiver, they're clearly holding it out far enough away so it doesn't hurt anybody. Like it's like
she's trying to hang it up.
Extended. Yeah,
she's trying to hang it up. All right.
Yeah,
a great.
And then the phone melt like your freshman year in high school special effects in the filmmaking class.
Yep. I liked it.
I liked it, but it's just
well, they realize that they have to close the gate, so they got to get the book with the album, which conveniently is in the basement. Yeah. So they got to go down the basement, and I love the bit. They add extra stuff. The kid walking down the stairs, and there's a portrait of his family. He's sitting on the stairs. They're there too, and they're all dead. Yeah. But it just stuff like that. Why can't we have more of that stuff?
Yeah.
But they have to get the album, but the album knows that they want it, so it catches on fire. It burns itself up. The album's
I hate
gone.
when that happens.
Yep. It just
the albums, yeah.
That's why you don't buy those satanic albums, Art.
No.
What is it? Soothsayer, Slash Bottom, Nickelback. What's the name of the Nickelback? Five for Fighting. What's the name of the group?
Sacrifyx.
There you go, Sacrifyx.
Sacrifyx. Nickel back, but it's how would they spell it though?
No, I don't know. Scary. A pentagram would be in there. Right. Here's what bothers me a little bit is they have to use a Bible. They have to grab and read any passage. Apparently, they don't know. They're like, let's just read a Bible in front of it. It's like an exorcism for the yard, right?
Right. Yeah.
But they're all going out to the yard and they're telling the useless Lee sisters about demons. What I love is one of the girls says, "Demons? What kind?" Like there's a. Well, I'm glad you asked. I just think it's funny that one of the Lee sisters wants to specifically know which ones. Yeah. So they're in the yard.
They're doing the incantations with the Bible.
Yeah.
And
good effect. Yeah. It's still covered up the hole, but it's glowing. You can see glowing purple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I thought that was cool. But Terry's too involved in that Bible, he gets a little too close.
Mm-hmm. He's going to end up going down in the hole.
Yeah, he falls in the hole. And he's dead, right?
No. The hole looked really deep before.
Oh, yeah.
But
super deep.
He fell down and it doesn't feel like it's so deep. But when he falls down in it, we start to see our little guys again. Our little minions are down there. And they're hopping. They sort of hop and look and they're coming around. And then this is where we realize, They come up to him, and then one of them just sinks his teeth into his foot.
Yes.
And
do you have the subtitles on for this scene?
I didn't.
Have the subtitles on?
No.
Okay. You know what they're saying?
What?
They're really upset that he's down there. The critter looks at him and goes, "Hey." It says, "Hey." Hey.
I don't think it sounded like that, though.
It clearly was "hey," and I thought that was hilarious. Like, what are you doing down here? And he gets the other ones, Glenn, whatever the names are. Come over here. There's a kid down here. Hey! They start all saying "hey" and start chawing on him. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because one sinks his teeth into like his neck.
Yes.
I was looking at it. No blood though. Maybe because his PG-13 or something, or PG. There's no like it sinks his teeth into him, but that you don't see like blood coming out.
They're
But,
saving that for later.
Right, but I noticed that in this moment. But it gave the impression when they all start coming on him, almost like the raptors, baby raptors or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jurassic Park still wasn't out yet at this point, but it's that idea of all these little guys jumping on you and biting you, and they're sort of pulling his leg. And when I saw the behind the scenes shot, they made a gigantic Terry leg so that the regular sized people could pull on this gigantic Terry leg.
It does look good.
It does look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they got to pull him out of the hole, and they use a rope, and there's some stupid lines in there, and he loses his sneaker. He's like, my shoe.
Yeah.
He loses his sneaker, and it hits one of the monsters, and the monster goes, hey. No, I made that part up. Hey. Watch it again with hey. It's going to be awesome. Hey.
Oh, I got to watch it. I didn't watch it with the subtitles on, so I couldn't.
Damn kid.
To me, they had sort of a gibberish language, these minions.
Well,
there's sort of like a
there's
something.
I got some more for you as we go on.
Okay, good. We're going to get some more.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yep. Bible, they decide they can't pick a passage, so they just toss the whole Bible in the hole, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But a good move. Apparently that
that does the trick, they think, because they go back in the house.
There's fire.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Fire coming up and the smoke down. So they think we did it. We sealed up the hole. We're all done. They come back inside. The Lee sisters were inside the house, and they come in. They don't know where they are. Maybe something happened to Lee sisters.
Yeah, they're dead.
But they open up the pantry, and it's a good shot, Eric. It is a good shot of them. They've got the crucifixes and garlic, because Al's family loves garlic. Because
it's Italian night every Wednesday. They buy a string of garlic, 2 strings of garlic.
Double or triple strings.
They have enough garlic to go through a whole month of Wednesdays. Oh, yeah. Just. It's so funny, though. No vampires at all. So it's demons, and they're using garlic. And yeah.
So Glenn, Eric.
Yes, Glenn. Yeah.
Glenn.
Our hero. Yeah.
Makes a joke.
Yeah.
Because the Lee sisters are like, are you alive? And he's like, no, welcome to heaven. We're all dead. That's what Glenn says.
Funny.
But then he goes, ha, ha. He like laughs at his own joke.
He becomes a stand-up comic, I think, later in life. Yeah. But he loves it, though, because he's got the upper hand on the Lee sisters. Okay, just so you know, we saw a lot of terror, supposedly terror, with the minions, the monsters under the bed, right? Getting bit by the, hey, guys, hey. And then the boyfriends show up, and we're back to normal. Nobody's scared anymore.
No.
They're like, oh, aren't you going to come with us?
Yeah.
We're going to go to wherever they're going. I'm like, really?
So the Lee sisters, are out of there then. Yeah.
With the boyfriends.
Right. With the boyfriends, yeah. Like the boyfriends all look like they're 25.
Yeah.
They do. They look a little older. But Al, Terry, and Glenn are there, and they're going to watch some TV.
Yeah, they're all done. You know, they would call their parents now, but they only got the one phone and it melted, right? They're not going to go to the neighbor's house, Art. They're not going to run to the neighbor's house and tell them about the hellhole, right? No, they're not going to do that. They're going to watch TV, maybe make some pasta with all that garlic, right?
And once again, there's a movie on there. It looks like zombies, and I was trying to make out this movie, but there's a lot of zombies running around, I guess, to mirror the minions that we've seen.
Yes.
But here, remember that story we told earlier about the workman dying and being sealed in the wall?
The workman, disappeared.
Workman.
Sealed
the workman.
The workman. The contractor. Yeah, so they're in the bedroom.
Terry
right?
and Al are in the bedroom. Glenn
and
Terry are in the bedroom watching TV. And the workman it crumbles through the wall.
Lo and behold, it's real.
Yeah.
He goes, I just made that up.
I know. And there's good detail on this workman, though. I think he looks good, but you're like, okay, so we've had these different things, moths, these minions, the parents, and now this workman who seems like he's from another type of movie. He's just like
a zombie.
He's a zombie. I watched that behind the scenes with the special effects, Eric, and they very specifically tried to not make him zombie. Like they were like, we want we don't want to do the brow and the sunken eyes. They wanted to make it like he was dead and sealed in there for a long time and mummified.
Oh.
But the detail you probably noticed, I bet Erik noticed this because they talk about it in the documentary, is when he crashes out and he's sort of dead, hanging out. The workman is hanging halfway out the wall. And Terry walks by him and then he moves, he rotates. And did you notice he opens his mouth and a puff of dust comes out of his mouth? They wanted to do that to give it like as if he had been in there so long, the plaster and everything was in his mouth, and that he was just exhaling a little bit of plaster. But they
think I would have noticed that, but
I thought you would notice that. It was like a detail that I'm sure Erik would notice. And he they said they had the guy before the literally take a drag on a cigarette and hold it, so that when he rotated to grab Terry, he let that out. It looks good when you see it later. You're like, oh, it adds, because the special effects person, I love this. They're detailed like you are. I know when you were. They're like, we just thought it added that little bit of movement and interesting stuff to it, but just to show you the detail they worked in on there.
I told my kids Terry.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Workman comes out of the wall, grabs Terry and pulls him like through the wall, and Terry's hands go away, and
the wall gets sealed up like it never happened. Yeah,
exactly.
So Glenn's got to find his sister, and he's running up the stairs, and there's these symbols on the wall for no reason, bloody symbols.
Yeah. One of them is like the demons did their first grade project with the turkey.
Yep. This is a turkey. Yep, that's exactly right.
Hand, like drawn, but it's got an eye in the center.
Yeah,
of it.
well, that's how demons do it, Art. Their turkeys are different. They don't celebrate Thanksgiving; they celebrate day. But the Alexandra is in the mirror because that's what 15-and-a-half-year-old girls do apparently after you've been tormented by demons. Our contractor guy, workman, appears in the mirror, and of course you got to come crashing through the mirror. So he crashes through the mirror, and Glenn's there, and she's there, and the guy's not doing, for a demon, he's not aggressive, really.
No, he kind of keeps the same expression on his face.
Yeah, he reminds me of the Hocus Pocus guy, not scary either. The, what's his name, Biggs?
Yeah, and that's what we're getting into, right, Erik? When we said this is like baby's first horror movie, we were like, this is a kid's movie, and so they're not gonna make him too scary, and
But yet they rip the dad's face off. So what are we doing here? So everybody has a boombox in the 80s. Yeah. So Al is like, run! She hurls her boombox, a double cassette boombox. Really good one. I have one. Hits him right in the face.
Yeah.
And this, Art, is the only reason why I said, let's do the gate, is from this scene. And this is the only scene that really delivers anything for me.
And it is a great scene. And I remember it from the trailers for this movie. When I first saw the trailers, it made you interested in seeing the movie. This shot, and it is, I think it is just incredible. Like the way that they pulled this off too.
Yep.
So the workman falls forward.
Yep. Really cool. And breaks into a bunch of the little creepy dudes. Just splits off into creepy dudes. And it's fairly seamless. And they all, so there's a whole bunch of little, surprise, there are a whole bunch of little creepy dudes.
Running around the room. Yeah, like scurrying around the room. While Al and Glenn are up against the wall. And for those of you who don't know this movie, the way that they did it is with a forced perspective. You think in the movie when you first see it, I think I always thought, Erik, these were claymation creations that were on the floor scurrying around that they kind of put in on a mat or they put in on blue screen or something like that. But what actually is happening is they have a gigantic dresser and drawers and beds. They scaled everything up. And these are actual people in suits, like you mentioned, these little minions crawling around. But it's weird because Al and Glenn are in the room with them. But it's only afterwards when you really look closely at it you kind of see the telltales of what's going on, right?
Yes. Still a great scene. Why we didn't have more of that? Because they didn't want to scare anybody. But they're scaring the shit out of whichever kid's watching this that's under 12 years old. This scene scared, probably would have, if I saw it, I would have been like, oh no, not the gate. And then watching it now as an adult, I'd go, wait, what? What happened? Yeah, so they escaped in the bedroom. They closed the door. And the creepy dudes now are breaking through the door with their widow hands. They're breaking through their little, breaking through the... What happened to the big hands under the door? Are they like off duty? The big hands under
the other
the
guys,
bed?
yeah.
Where are they?
So
where are they?
We've had moths, the workmen, the hands under the bed,
Yep.
and the minions so far.
Yep,
Yeah.
and freaking broken mirror and broken door. So again, mom and dad not gonna like all of the insurance isn't gonna cover it. Art isn't gonna cover it.
But all this broken glass, I have to say, will come in handy later.
You said handy, you little jokester.
Yes.
I'll come in
on purpose.
handy. And here's what I love, again, is they run and they say, let's get dad's gun.
Yes.
You know, in the 80s, you just keep your shotgun, your double barrel shotgun.
But people did. Like, we had a kid in our neighborhood, I remember showing us his dad's gun. It was kept, like, his dad had in his closet. And he showed it wasn't like in a gun safe or anything like that. It was just there. And they showed it to us. Like,
and the dad's apparently, he loves ammo because he's got a lot of ammo, the dad.
Yeah, it's
shotgun
like a
shells.
Shotgun. They live in suburbia. The dad does not look like somebody who's a hunter.
Have a shotgun.
So, yeah, he has a
you'd think he'd have a 32, but he's got a shotgun.
And Eric, this is kind of good because they're downstairs in this room trying to get the gun. And then we have a great shot where they pan to the door and it's a zoom in close up onto the balcony of one of the little minions is looking down from the distance, but they do like a zoom into him, almost like a 70s paranoid thriller or something. Like you're watching like the French Connection or something.
It does show off the monster. So, but it's pretty cool. But they go to get the shotgun, dad's shotgun in the closet. And it's the ET closet because it's huge and has lots of clothes and things. And oh my gosh, there's Demon Terry. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Because he bites Glenn on the hand, but almost like if you have a pet snake or a lizard. I think more like a hamster. It bites. It's trying to look like a Night of the Demons type of demon, but he's got these front teeth and he's holding Glenn like this.
He's biting in, but he's baring his teeth so we can see his teeth as he's biting onto Glenn.
No blood.
But he's kind of down in the corner of the closet, and he's so and it's almost like he doesn't have his hands up. It's like he's like you said. It's like his
goofy
head.
art. He's just like ready for the subtitles. Well, subtitle here. Terry says something. Oh
what did he say?
He says,
I should have watched this with the subtitles.
Oh my gosh. He says, hi, it's me, Glenn. That's what he says with his clenched teeth. Hi, it's me, Glenn. Why?
Well, it's his
I gotcha. Oh.
And then, like, they need a weapon to I mean, what do they find?
It's the world's most dangerous toy, with or without stiletto heels. It's a Barbie doll.
The Barbie doll's leg.
Dangerous.
Yeah. It's very sharp when you think about it.
How sharp it is.
It's like a stake, like that you would use to kill a vampire if you just have those legs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in the eye. Al gets him right in the eye. And here's our blood. They decided we want blood here.
And so that gets Glenn to let go. He kind of disappears into the closet again.
Yep, Terry's
disappear into the walls of this house.
Yep. But it's a sacrifice, remember. He's technically a first sacrifice.
Yeah, Terry was the first human sacrifice.
Yep. And surprise, this closet is full of stuff. It's got wardrobes, stuffed animals, demon kids, and workmen.
The Thunderbolt.
Well,
too.
workmen's as well. The workman is in there.
Yes.
The workman grabs.
Everybody's in the closet.
Yeah, everybody's there. Grabs the sister, hangs her upside down.
Yeah.
You know, Glenn's trying hard, but sister disappears into the walls. Gone.
That's two human sacrifices,
Yep.
Eric.
Yeah, because they're dead. They just stabbed Terry in the brain. Okay, so there's 2 sacrifices. Yep. And then I think Glenn's trying to think of, what is it that'll banish the demons? What was that stupid phrase? Joy and happiness. Don't worry, be happy. I can't think of what it was. It's got to be something.
I can't. If only I could remember.
Right. Turn on your heart light. What was that? Darn it.
Yeah.
But it's the phrase. The phrase is love and light. Love and light will destroy the demons, Art.
Yeah.
Specifically love and specifically light. It's very important.
Yeah, so Al's gone. Al's out.
Yep. And more blue screen. Yay. The floor, void of furniture, I'll point out, falls apart. And there's a huge hole like the one in the backyard, except much, 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 much bigger.
Yeah, we're seeing the boards fall down into the
Yeah.
distance of the hole.
Yeah. But for some reason, Glenn pieces together that love and light will destroy the demons equals go get that big ass rocket that I'm not allowed to use and fire it into a monster. That's love and light.
Yeah, Thunderbolt.
Right?
He's the whole movie. He's wanted to use Thunderbolt. That's
Thunderbolt.
and now that he's gouged his dad's eyes out, then he doesn't have to worry about dad.
Yeah. Dad's face is on the floor. He's not going to be mad. But the parents will, the real parents, when they come home and now see a big ass hole leading to the depths of hell in the middle of their living room, going to be an issue, right?
Yeah. But once that floor falls away, we see one little of our minions poke his head out, and then more minions come out, and more minions, and more minions, and they're scattering around the house. And then we're getting our big bad here. We're getting
Well, they're all worshiping this guy to come out there like this. I mean, it's hilarious when you think about it. Like, it's just up and down. They're like, guys, you know what? Have fun in these costumes because they're not going to last. And yeah, we get the big reveal of the scariest hell demon in the world, right? Super scary.
Well, this is full on like claymation. And
yes, it's very Harryhausen. Except not scary. It's got the 2 little extra arms.
It's like two little extra arms that aren't scary at all. Like those little extra arms.
No.
And he's got 4 eyes. He's got 2 eyes that work, but the 2 above them don't seem to do anything. They don't blink or anything.
Well, you know, what can you do? He's got a couple of boils.
And this is where you also start to notice that this house has the freaking highest ceiling I've ever seen in any house in the world.
One of those balconies that goes, a balcony in your house.
Eric, the shots of the house outside, the exterior, do not, this is clearly not, and there's a massive skylight up there too.
I don't know why, but this particular monster somehow reminded me of Quado from Quaid, from what's the name? Total Recall? Quaid. Except that little critter was horrific. This one, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, it's got like a mouth that comes down to a point with kind of like weird teeth.
Yes.
And it doesn't look like it could bite you or eat you or anything. It looks like it's almost like an anteater or something at the way its mouth is.
And I just don't get what's happening here because we've been told this is hell on earth. So it's going to be hell on earth. And this is like big badass demon. And there's Glenn trying to kill him, but he can't. I think it's where he can't get the rocket lit. But the monster picks him up by the hand, by the arm, and is hanging there. And they have this moment like, you're going to be friends. What the hell's happening?
Glenn raises his hand up. Like raises his hand up, and then the monster kind of pats him on the head, and then drops him.
Yeah, but it's what are they doing? What is the monster doing? Why is he so?
I'm glad you're saying this because I watched this movie through twice, and I didn't understand either. I thought, is there something earlier that would cue us into what's happening here? And the only thing. I just don't know why Glenn raises his hand. I don't understand.
It's a Jurassic Park moment. It's like, easy, Blue, easy, easy, Blue. What the hell's going on? But the monster looks like sympathetic or just looking at Glenn like, oh, there, little kid.
Yeah, I think when Glenn raised his hand, it's almost, this is what I told myself. It was Glenn going like, okay, you had your 2 sacrifices. I understand this is the end of the world. You rule the world now. You're the demon. And raised his hand. And then the demon kind of patted him on the head to give him like a benediction or something. So that now Glenn is a demon in a way. Because that's going to explain to me what happens next, right?
Sure. Let's go with that theory.
Okay.
Glenn gives up. And the demon's like, good kid. Here's your power.
I think.
What does he give him?
Well, he gives him an eye is in Glenn's hand now.
An eyeball hand.
Because we saw on the stairs there was that turkey with a hand, an eye in the
Right? Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
He gave him a turkey hand.
With the eye.
Demonic turkey hand.
So Glenn, I think Glenn is now incorporated into, I think we're supposed to think into the demon world that's going to rule over this thing. I don't know. That's what I told myself, because I agree with you. That was very confusing.
So Art, just to be clear, so now he's a minion himself, right, Glenn? So what's his job? To go around the neighborhood scaring the shit out of people with his eyeball hand? Booga! Look at that.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. What power is that, Art? I have 3 eyes now. I can see what I'm holding. But it's hell on earth. It's hell on earth because the hole outside is the second hole, not the big hole. Because the demon's gone now. Where does he go?
Yeah.
Is he packing a lunch?
I guess he realizes Glenn's not a threat, or I don't know.
He leaves. Why doesn't he come out? He goes back in the hole.
Yeah.
Is he making sure that he shut off the stove? What is he doing? But there's these dark clouds coming out of the ground, and it's doing that typical Ghostbusters thing where it's shooting up in the sky and the whole sky is turning black.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen that.
The end is coming. The end is coming. Yeah, it's going to be the apocalypse, and Glenn's not going to be part of it.
No, he's not.
He's not.
No.
He's not going to be an eye hand demon.
No.
He's got, and as we know, Eric, he's got a ton of broken glass around this house.
Everywhere.
So he takes a shard of glass and he just stabs that eyeball in his hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice job. And this apparently is a faux pas. When you're subjugated by a demon that's going to take over the world, you don't just take a shard of glass and stab your gift. You had a third eye. Totally useless, but still cool. And so he's pissed.
Yeah.
So things start going crazy. And did you notice that the closet this time, one of the bedroom closets, remind you of Poltergeist because everything's like flying around, getting sucked in. So apparently the demon's not happy with the whole eye stabbing thing. And we hear Al, Glenn's sister, calling him. So I guess she's not dead?
They're trying to make this work sentimentally, because that's the thematic story that they're playing here, is the Al and Glenn's relationship, and everything. So you're right. It doesn't really make any sense, but they're trying to play it up. So,
but Glenn realizes he's got to get big ass Thunderbolt. And that's love and light. So he can't light it up with the matches. So he remembers, I have that automatic ignition kit.
Yeah.
Right?
But like we all run into with those toys when we open them up, batteries not included.
No.
D batteries,
the big ass one. If only there was a flashlight from the 80s that he could use to. Oh, he has it. He has it.
Yeah. So he gets that in there and he aims it right at our Mr. Big is
Mr. Big. There you go. Yeah. And where at this point are all the other creepy dudes? Why aren't they jumping on Glenn, trying to stop him? Where did they go? Did they go out to the beach like the people say they were going to?
The costumes were now.
Did they go to the mall? Where are these critters?
They went to the mall with the Lee sisters.
Yeah, they're
going to the mall,
drinking, Budweiser and smoking cigarettes, and they're all going, "Hey."
Some of them got the blue streak. They got a wig with a blue streak.
Oh my gosh.
Hair.
Yes. They're riding skateboards. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not around. They're not done. So we just got to face off. The big guy's up there. He's pissed. It's really
Yep.
angry.
But Glenn fires the rocket.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to say, you have to make an exclamation. So he's like, happy birthday, Al. There's your love, Art. There's your love and light.
I thought you were going to end do your closeout of the podcast with that. I thought that was what I was thinking. You're going to go, happy birthday. Ah!
Well, there's still time. There's still time. I gotta, yeah. But then he grabs Glenn, but it's too late. The rocket goes into the monster's body very weird. It gets sucked in like
it's almost like the
Videodrome.
monster's body opens to get the rocket going in the way it looks.
Yeah.
And then it's like the light is shining out from inside the demon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, our demon's gonna get it with this rocket. Yeah. Yeah.
And how when the kid gets thrown out of the house, what the hell was that?
Yeah,
was he on ropes? What was that going on?
He's
there?
flipping. He's like, flipping through the air.
Yes. You know what reminds me of is like Mary Poppins when they're Willy Wonka when they're floating around and spinning. Whoa,
yeah, with the fizzy lifting drink.
Yes, that's what it looked like. And wouldn't you know, when a demon explodes, we get a Disney fireworks show.
Yeah. Is that what Thunderbolt? Did Thunderbolt have those things in it? That's what I thought. Thunderbolt.
I don't know, Art. I think it's the love that he felt for his sister exploding. That's what that is.
Okay.
But
all those explosions.
That's what it was.
Yeah, so it's done. Yeah, he's
the world apparently is safe.
Yes.
Right? Because the hole closes up right in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only thing that closes up. Everything else is totally screwed. We still got that big ass gaping hole in the house. So why didn't that close up?
We should.
Where are the minions? Where are the little creepy dudes? Where are they?
Stuck outside. They're like,
oh
man.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta like get jobs and stuff.
Yeah,
now.
they're like working at the McDonald's, like down, like
they're piled up
there.
On top.
Yeah, they're like they got the spatula is really huge, but they're like flipping the.
Yep, but they move fast, so they get the job done.
Yeah, they got those little hats, like you said. Yeah,
the drive through, they just go, "Hey."
Yeah.
Like, oh, I like
you can only see that like them from halfway up over there. They go like,
yeah.
Well, it's about how well you'd understand the drive-through, anyways, right? When they're
I
really just want to see a movie that where are the creepy dudes now? Where are they? But so the world is safe, and apparently everyone is. There is no sacrifice because Al and Terry and the Shaggy DA they're alive.
Angus, yeah, everybody's good. This is where it's this is the kids horror movie. We're gonna just make sure everybody's good. The adult version of it is Glenn is sitting there shell shocked, and he saved the world, but at what cost? He's lost his friends, but not here. He gets his friends and Al back,
and that's not enough. That's not enough, Art. We need everything back.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Cat in the Hat, except he doesn't clean up.
That's right.
The freaking dog finds Terry's sneaker.
Yes.
And brings his sneaker back.
Around to the front of the house, yeah.
And did you notice that the hole had a new tree growing out of it? Did you notice that?
Didn't notice that.
Yeah, nice job, second watch. A new tree is growing out of the hole. It's a widow branch coming up.
So that means in another 80 years, we might have this again when that tree goes down. Yeah. Yeah. Because there is a gate too, Eric.
No, there isn't.
We're done with this, but there is a gate too.
Well, we're not done with this because you need those stupid lines at the end.
Okay. I'd like to hear them.
I wish I knew what they were. He said, Terry goes, you think your mom and dad are going to notice? And he's like, oh, knock it off. But let me tell you, a mom and dad, if there's no takeaway from this film but anything else, they're going to be pissed. Nothing is fixed. They have to move. They're going to have to move. Their kids are not going to college, just so you know. And I did watch to the end credits. There's no nothing.
No stinger of like a little guy like a little minion popping out of the.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Just like see the minion driving that cool car away. And oh my God, he's with the Lee sisters.
Oh yeah,
They've
that's
got
what.
their
Yeah.
arms wrapped around each other. It's the new boyfriend. Come
He's got
on.
sunglasses on.
It's a
Yeah.
whole TV series art. Ugly dudes and the Lee sisters. Just that would have been
Yeah.
awesome.
But that's
Creepy
it. Yeah,
dudes.
I usually say on these types of movies, one and done, but it wasn't. They had a sequel.
They had a sequel?
They did. I don't know what it was about.
didn't watch
I've
it.
never
No.
seen it. Nope. Didn't check it out yet.
Oh my God. The Gate 2, rated G. I really hope it's that the creepy dudes having the time of their lives, like Revenge of the Nerds style.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. But I guess it's done.
It's done, and we made it through. We got through the gate.
The Gate.
Yeah,
El
the
Gate.
gate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the gate. I'll tell you my thoughts, Eric, on the
will
gate.
you?
That's
Will
it.
you?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I will.
Please,
All right.
please do. Please do.
So the gate has a lot of elements in this that show a lot of care for thinking about how you can create cool effects in the context of a movie where you have these demons sort of wreaking havoc and you have different things. And they pull it off in a few moments. They do pull off some cool things that are memorable, I have to say, that you remember in this movie. It's wrapped up, though, in this, you said earlier, almost like a Hallmark movie, almost like a after-school specialist movie where Tommy learns that his rockets are dangerous and has to, like, do you know what I mean?
And that the Bible is good.
And that the Bible is good. So, because the movie is not made for us, I believe you're making, like I said, your first horror movie. It's not gonna deliver on that type of thrills at all. Because the movie just takes so long. I couldn't believe when the minions finally started showing up, and I was looking at that clock, and I was like, the movie's half over, like already. And things that just don't go anywhere. They're sort of faking us out a lot. And everything just could have been moved up. And this could have been a really intense, like hour-long Twilight Zone episode or something.
Twilight Zone episode.
Right.
There you go.
Like an intense, like 50 minutes or something, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there is some cool filmmaking in here and some cool moments. Like you said, even seeing the picture and then the family's dead and they put some cool things into here. But they also wrap it up. It's like they're trying to throw everything into this movie, and it doesn't all cohere. And you don't feel like it's a movie that you can watch again and again and again. Like, there are people who love this movie. I will say they love it. They genuinely have fallen in love with this movie, especially over I would say the last 10 years. Like I told you, when I was doing research for this podcast, I came across a lot of podcasts where they're doing this, and they're interviewing the director about how great this was. And I do think there's care in the filmmaking and some definitely some very interesting special effects in the way that they do things and pull things off. So I will say I do admire that type of thing. But in the end, yeah, watching this movie, you're waiting for things to happen, and I'm not that invested in Glenn. He's a good enough kid, but he doesn't have a story that I'm super engrossed in outside of demons coming. That's what makes Glenn's story. And so give me the demons, give me the danger, give me the fear, because I am not into him moping around the house looking at family albums. Like I'm not, and I just am not like that I wasn't as engaged in that stuff. Not that doesn't have a good heart behind it, the message of the movie. But yeah, so I would say look up some of the cool special effects on YouTube for some of these creatures, especially the minions, to enjoy them. But I would say you don't need to go watch The Gate. You don't need to spend time. As far as recommendations, I couldn't recommend The Gate to everybody, but check out the special effects, because I think they pull off some cool things there.
Well, I'd say I couldn't recommend it, but I recommended it to myself for some reason. And if you take it for what it is, you'll enjoy it. If you're a 12-year-old kid and you've never seen any movies past 1990, you'll be like, oh, this is great. And they hold back so much for being a scary movie that it just doesn't do it. Only the effects. Just watch the effects. Just watch the scenes with the minions and the face falling off and the guy coming out of the wall, all that stuff. Everything else, just the only thing I'm taking away from this is one, the little dance that the minions do, which is hilarious, the little creepy dudes. And two, don't fricking leave your kids home alone for 3 days in 1980s. Don't do it. That's my takeaway.
Eric wants to see The Gate 2 parents come home.
I'm telling you, why didn't they end that movie art just like that? They're zooming away from the house, right? Then all you see is the family roadster pull up, the mom and dad get out of the car, and they go, oh, what the?
Or the door opens to the house, and you see the parents' faces, and then their faces fall off.
How cool would that be? But no, that house is, and is the hole still there? Is my question? Is the
well, you said new trees there? New tree?
That hole's gone, but the one in the frickin' living room, are they going to do an indoor pool now? What are they doing with that? It leads straight to hell, by the way. So are they going to have a gift
I guess
shop?
You and I have to find out, Eric. Do we have to in the future check out The Gate 2?
I wish you had never said The Gate 2. I wish you never spoke that.
Are you curious now?
Hey.
So that's The Gate.
No
that's
recommend.
We did it. No recommend for The Gate for you. And that's weird because now, but then we have to assign it. We should be assigning it at this point a rating, and we haven't come up with a rating yet.
I don't know why we have it. It's a consistent rating. What's wrong with you?
What is that?
Well, we've come up with a couple. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 2 out of 10 zombie workmen.
Oh, zombie. Yeah. Okay. All right.
But I decided, no, it's not even worth that. I'm going to give it 1 set of Lee sisters. That's it. They're getting one set of Lees. And these
sisters.
are the uglies. Okay, that's it. That's the score. Lowest rating ever. So there you go.
All right. Well, Eric, I have enjoyed talking about The Gate with you.
Yes, thankfully.
I really have. Yes. And those of you out there, we want to know what you think about The Gate. You can contact us. A lot of people tell us what they think. Some people go to watch the movies afterwards and check them out. You can reach us at midnightcinemapod@gmail.com. You can reach out that way, or visit us on the web at midnightcinemapod.com on the web. And you can listen to us, please, on Apple or Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you do, please rate and review us on there. It really helps people to find us and get the word out about the podcast. So, Eric, this has been great. And I can't wait to watch another movie with you next week on Midnight Cinema.
Oh, wait, the ghost of my mom's at the door. She's, oh, no, wait, sorry, it's just a dead dog. Never mind, just a dog. Down!
Eric, you've been bad!